A. Exemptions. To provide flexibility for special circumstances, this means the rules are not rigid. Not all ships are built the same or work the same way. Some vessels, like small boats, research ships, or special working vessels, may have design or uses that make it physical, impossible, or unsafe to follow every single rule exactly as written. Exemption let the responsible authority, usually the ship's home country, allow these ships to deviate from basic rules, but only if they use other ways to stay just as safe. It's about adapting the rule to the situations, not lowering safety standards. Number two, to avoid unreasonable or impossible requirements, many rules are made based on large standard ships. If you try to apply every rule to every boat, from huge tankers to tiny fishing boats or traditional crafts, some rules will demand things that cannot be done or cost too much money without any real safety benefit. This purpose ensures the regulations are practical and fair. They apply reasonable to all sizes and types of vessels, so no one is forced to follow the rule that is impossible or unnecessary for their type of operation. To maintain equivalent or higher safety standards, this is the most fundamental rule of our exemptions. You are never allowed to less safe just because you are exempt. Before any exemption is given, the authority must check and approve that the ship's alternative equipment, design, or way of working provides safety that is as good or better than what the original rule was meant to achieve. For example, if a ship cannot put lights exactly where the rule says, it can be exempted only if the new position or type of light is proven just as visible and effective to prevent collisions.
How exemptions are granted and how long they last. Exemptions are implemented, registered, and often subject to regular review. This prevents unsafe or unfair practice, like a ship claiming I exempt without permission, or different countries applying different inconsistent rules. It ensures that every exemption is justified, controlled, and applied consistently worldwide. So all ships operate under the same conditions. New types of vessels, new materials, equipment, and new ways of working are developed all the time. Strict fixed rules might accidentally lack useful. Safer innovations just because they fulfill the restrictions. It permits new design environments to use even if they match every detail of the current rules. As long as they meet the same safety benefits, this supports modernization. For example, new types of propulsion, new types of navigation lights or specialized ships for renewable energy or transport have been developed and used without being held back by rigid coding. It keeps all risks relevant, effective, and adaptable to the future, while always keeping safety as the main goal.
Means nothing if no one checks that they are actually being followed. What is exactly what Part F verification of compliance is for? It answered one simple question. How do we know ships are actually meeting the safety standard, whether they follow the standard rules or have been granted an exemption? Verification is a system that turns written rules into real safety at sea. Let me explain what it means, why it matters, and how it works in practice. To ensure rules are effectively implemented, the first main purpose is to make sure regulations are not just words on paper, they are actually used in real life. All regs apply to every ship, large or small. But if there was no way to check, owners might skip buying proper lights, ignore sound signal, or cut corners to save money. Verification confirms that every vessel has the correct equipment, clear marketing, working navigation light, and follow proper procedures every single time it leaves port. Real-time example: safety inspection before sailing. Before a large cargo ship leaves the harbor, a surveyor or port safe state control office will come on board. They will check are the masthead lights bright enough, does the foghorn properly, are the navigation chart updated. This is verification, making sure the ship is truly safe, not just saying it. Checking exemption condition. Remember, a small fishing boat we talked about earlier that got an exemption to use smaller lights. Verification also applies here. Authorized will check that the smaller light is still bright enough to be seen from 2 nautical miles away. Just like the standard rules required, they confirm the alternative safety measure works as intended. Preventing paper compliance. Some ships might have all the correct certificate, but the requirements is broken or hidden. Verifications stop this. It requires actual working system, not just documents. Without these checks, rules would be useless, because we will never know if the ships are really doing what is needed to avoid pollutions. To define accountability and responsibility. The second purpose is to make it clear who is responsible if nothing goes wrong. Safety does not happen by accident. It relies on people taking responsibility. Verification sets clear rules. The ship's owner, the captain, the flag state, and even the port authorized all have rules to play. It creates a system where everyone knows they can be checked and held accountable life. Example: certificates as proof. When a ship passes its inspection, it gets an official certificate, like a safety license. This proves it has been Example: certificate as proof. When a ship passes its inspection, it gets an official certificate, like a safety license. This proves it has been certified. If it enters other countries' port, official can ask to see this certificate immediately. If it's missing or expired, the ship can be stopped from sailing until it fixes the problem. This makes the owner responsible for keeping standards up. Flag states responsibility. Every ship belongs to countries. Verification makes that country responsible for checking its own ship. For example, if a ship is registered in the Philippines Coast Guard or Marine Industry Authority must regularly inspect it. This ensures there is always a clear authorized authority to answer to. Investigation after incident. If unfortunately a pollution happened, verification records are checked. Inspection look at past reports, certificate and requirement logs. This shows if the ship was truly compliant or if someone skipped checks. It makes sure that those who fail to follow rules are held responsible, which encourage everyone else to follow them properly. How it connects with Part E. Now you can see how exemption and verification work together perfectly. Part E gives flexibility. You can adjust the rules if you prove that you can still be safe. Part if keeps control, we check to make sure you really are safe and that you did not abuse the exemption. Conclusion: verification ensures rules are followed in real life, not just written down. It checks both standard ships and those with exemption. To safety, it always the same. It makes everyone accountable: owners, captain, and governments. So no one can be cut corners. When you understand both exemptions and verification, you can see that colorics are not just strict law. They are smart, practical system designed to keep all ships safe no matter what their size, age,